Today we're going to get into the absolute value. Now, absolute value is the distance between a number and 0 on the number line. So what that is you go from the number, -3. There it is, -3. You start here. You go 1, 2, 3. The absolute value of -3 is 3 because it's distance. If you walk backwards, you don't go -5 steps, you go 5 steps. Distance is always positive, all right? Even when you go back the different way or you cover your steps again, you don't go negative distance, you simply go the other way, all right? So its absolute value is always a positive. It's the positive value of whatever number is in the brackets. So let's look at first, let's use a number line. Change my colors here. Green. Use the number lines to find the absolute value. Here is A. What is the value of A? Well, the value of A is a positive 11 because that's where it is on the number line. How far is it from 0? We'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 spots. That's literally what you do. You make little loops and you count. So the absolute value of 11 is 11. Now, let's look at a different one. What is the absolute value of A on this number line? Well, this looks like the value is -4. A is at -4. How far is A from 0? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. I didn't do that very well. It's 4 spots. So the absolute value of -4 is 4. So in this next section, we're going to practice a little bit. You're going to find the absolute value for each expression. The absolute value of 7 is 7. The absolute value of -10 is 10. Just take away the negative sign. The absolute value of 0 is 0, because there's no such thing as a -0. World would be really weird if there was. Now, you can use absolute values when you evaluate expressions. You kind of treat them like parentheses, all right? Order of operations still apply. You do what's in the brackets first. So, what is well, we're going to do the equation first. What's 11 minus 12? That's -1. Going to keep it in the absolute value brackets. I'm just moving everything down. Now let's do absolute value. The absolute value of -5 is 5. Very good. There's our subtraction sign. The absolute value of -1 is 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. Not that bad. Let's do another one. Do the operations in the brackets first. 13 minus 14. Oops, that's not going to work. 13 minus 14 is -1. But we're still in the absolute value bars. Minus, I'm just bringing the 11 down. I hate it when we use 11s and 1s with absolute value bars. Can you see why? The absolute value of -1, throw out the negative sign. It's 1. Minus the absolute value of 11 is 11. So the absolute value, the value is -10. Boy, I've got to make sure my words are careful. So you do this part first, you do this part second, and then you do the math third. You with me? Okay. Remember, if you're confused, you email me, you Zoom me, or we talk about it in class. All right, let's look at this next one. Now, I look at this problem, 47 plus the absolute value of -72 minus 69. I don't see anything I have to actually do, but apply the absolute value bars, okay? I can't add yet. There are no parentheses, but we have the absolute value bar. This becomes positive 72 because the absolute value of negative 72 is 72. Bring the rest of the pieces down. Start working left to right. 47 plus 72 is 119. And then we're going to subtract 69, and that should be 50. Last one we're going to practice with. Not a whole lot of work to do with these. It's just a slightly new math concept I need to get in your head. Let's study what we have. Study this expression. I don't do anything with the 56 yet. I have some math to do inside these brackets, so I'm going to do this. Negative 21 minus 10, think about the rules you learned, is negative 31. They have the same signs, so we add them and keep the sign. I still have to keep my absolute value brackets because I haven't done anything with them. All right, now, no more math to do inside the brackets. Now I'm going to apply the absolute value. 56, the absolute value of 56 is 56 minus, what's the absolute value of negative 31? Correct, it's 31. You guys are so smart. I heard you. Minus 8. Now let's start working left to right. 56 minus 31 is 25 minus 8, I can write, is 17. So with absolute value brackets, you do them. They're right up there with parentheses when it comes to order of operations. All right, tackle the assignment.